Hey guys, Miss Kat here. I am recording this video for our families who were not able to join the conversation on the call that we had about what is appropriate social development for our 3 to 6 year olds, our primary students, what types of behavior and play you might expect, and also to inform you on our lesson plans and how we guide the students when they are having difficulties outside. So the first thing that we went over was just kind of reminding everyone that our young children from ages 3 to 6, they are still learning about social behaviors. This is a sensitive period for that, fortunately. They want to learn how to interact with others. They want to learn how to become a contributing member of their community, but they don't have those skills yet, right? They will get there. And our job as adults is to show them, to teach them, and remind them. And they're going to make mistakes all the time, every day, and that's okay, because that's how we learn. So as you know, we use conscious discipline here at Casa de Paz, and those are some of the tools that we'll talk about. The children practice these tools. In Montessori, we use what's called grace and courtesy lessons. These are little skits that we do every single day and reminders of how we interact with each other in our community, specifically here at Casa de Paz. So Dr. Montessori developed these as part of our training on grace and courtesy lessons on how to do anything from how to push in a chair, how to say excuse me, and anything that you see in the classroom that the children might need lessons on. We do little grace and courtesy lessons on this every day, all day. So in the teacher's lesson plans, they have an area for grace and courtesy, and what's on their lesson plan is based on what they're observing the children need. So they'll put on their, oops, I see the children need help saying excuse me, or the children need help with how we walk indoors, or for outside they need a lot of help with conflict resolution. So they'll write that in their lesson plan to go over those each time we have a gathering and when the situation arises. So other than grace and courtesy and conscious discipline, which are our two main tools that we use to teach and guide our children on appropriate behaviors, the teachers have a lot of fun activities planned for them. So most children, like especially 3-year-olds, they are not quite ready for a lot of group games. Some are, generally they're not. They're doing parallel play. So they're playing with a truck and a friend's playing with a truck next to them. They're not necessarily playing with each other yet. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. They're still learning that. They're still becoming aware of others and wanting to interact with others, but not always. So it's very normal for your child to just be doing independent play on their own at this moment. And it's normal for them to have conflict where they see somebody else using a truck they want and they want to take it from them, or vice versa, somebody takes a truck that they wanted, because they're so egocentric, and that's developmentally appropriate. They're like, oh, I want that truck, I'm going to take it. And it's completely normal for the other child to punch them or hit them if they take something from them. That's just like a natural thing that comes out to protect ourselves. So these are appropriate behaviors that of course we don't want to enforce, so we guide them through, and we're like, oh, oops, you didn't know, let me show you. So that tool in conscious discipline is called positive intent, and it's the tool of knowing that our children don't know, they forget, and they don't have those skills. So they don't know that we don't punch, they don't know that we don't push or scream or bite. So we have to teach them. We're like, oh, you didn't know what to do, your friend took your truck from you and you didn't know what to do, let me show you what to do. So we get both children sitting in front of each other after they've calmed down, and then we say, oh, Johnny, you may tell Mike, Mike, I did not like it when you took the truck from me, I was using that truck. Next time you may ask me, may I have a turn please? And then we can practice that, and then we might practice this for the next few weeks. So that's an example of how we would use grace and courtesy, and how we would use positive intent when a situation arises. Of course, as I mentioned, they have to calm down first, because usually when there's an altercation, the children are upset. So the first tool of conscious discipline is composure. So both children need to go find a peace area to calm down and do some breathing, so their nervous system is calm, so that then they can come back and talk about what happened. And then there's an adult there that's sitting and guiding them through this language. So the adult is present and reflects what happened, and allows each child to have an opportunity to speak up, or gives them the language, or like, I saw this happened, and then teaches them what to do instead next time. So that's pretty much what we do outside a lot. But also because a lot of our friends are still learning how to play games and how to be kind and safe outside, we have a lot of fun games planned for them already. So we have things like playing games with the parachute, obstacle courses, different lessons that, and games and gross motor activities that the teachers prepare in their lesson plans to invite the children to. And specifically, if there's a friend that might be having a hard time with being kind or respectful or with controlling their body, this friend might be invited to play these games so they can see and have that model of the adult showing them how we play kindly and respectfully with others. I'm going to cut this video off here, and we'll make a part 2 so they're not so long.